Hello everyone, this tarot reading is focusing on what information has someone found out about you, or more accurately, what truth is now being realised about you. I definitely feel this reading is more based around work than anything else, whether this is a workplace you were, I do feel more part of, or an environment you used to be involved in. It definitely feels like kind of connected to that, especially with the Six of Cups energy. It feels like there is definitely on the family tree, affairs with your family, judgment. It just feels like this was something that you were a part of, but now you're not there because you've got three aces. So it feels like you kind of like stepped into your own path and direction now. But this is, I do feel like this reading is based on work, but place that you used to work at. But I feel like actually what's happening now is clarity is forming around you and your role in a situation from the past. It's almost like this distance has actually created this perspective, and now your contribution, your energy, and what you brought into that environment is actually being seen more clearly than it was at the time, which is typical. So you have, this is the energy where, to me, with this three cards here, that's where I feel like you're on your new path. You're not there anymore. But you've got tree, affairs with your family, ace of wands, and judgment. So to me, that definitely feels like there was a shift in direction. It looks like you followed your own calling. It looks like something in you just couldn't ignore. So it feels like you've kind of like stepped into your own path, or you've moved into a direction that feels more aligned with you now. Regardless of how this ended, you're doing something that you're feeling called to do. And I feel like that is now being noticed, and I think people can see that, you know, you are working towards something you actually feel very, very passionate about, and something that's, you know, being pulled towards you internally. So it's kind of like, yeah, people can see that you're doing something that brings you joy and happiness. Yeah. So with the barrel, it says you feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. You've got Ace of Pentacles reversed and the Ace of Swords. This to me is where the clarity comes in. So it feels like there was something that just didn't fully develop or take off the way it was expected to. Maybe something, you know, wasn't fully being supported. I feel like you could have had a lot of confusion around you, or people had this like smoke around you. People couldn't see you clearly. So I don't know if that's other people contributing to that shit, or it was just sometimes the Seven of Cups, just people just struggle to see things clearly. But I do feel as well like you were held back. I don't think people wanted you to be seen. But there was definitely like this energy of not being invested into. But with the Ace of Swords, because I actually see you as somebody that is very skilled, very talented, very helpful, very good at what you do, very smart, there's leadership in you, there's multiple skills in you. You know, you don't come across as somebody that's lazy in any way, but you do, to me, it just show me with the Ace of Pentacles and Seven of Cups, it just like you're trying to get, it's like you're being hidden in a way. False narratives around you. It's just something in that type of energy. But so yeah, I do feel with the Ace of Swords, that brings the truth and that brings the understanding. I do feel now the truth has come out about why something didn't work out previously, or why something didn't move forward or grow in the way, you know, you should have. And for some of you, it does feel like there's clarity around that now. For sure, and it's kind of like almost like there's an understanding the real reason behind the disappointment, the lack of progression. So I think, yeah, I think the truth has come out now, and I think people can really see the situation to, you know, what was actually the problem, or who was the problem. You've got Quill, get back to the basics, and you've got the Seven of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. I feel there has as I said, like with the previous bit, I do really feel there has been a lot of confusion around you at the time. People may not have fully seen or understood what you were doing, or what you were capable of, or even the value you were bringing into that environment. But I do feel like there is now, like, now that it's been like the step back and you're not there, possibly, it's almost like this reflection or reassessment has taken place. And what is being seen more clearly now is actually how much you actually did, how balanced you were, how fair you were, how much you contributed. Not just to one situation, but multiple situations, or people around you. You know, you really show me how skillful you actually are as a person. There is a lot of things that you can do, and you contribute to that place. But there was a lot of confusion or illusions before, and I feel like now people are starting to clearly understand your role and your energy and what you brought to that place, my darling. I really do. Now, with the hammock, it says taking a vacation physically or mentally with the Six of Cups and the Queen of Swords. That to me feels like the reflection after the distance. So whether this is a workplace or a group of people or environment you've moved away from, there is now space to see things clearly. And that clarity, that, you know, gaining that clarity really is, there's like this understanding without this emotional distortion. So it kind of feels like now people can see what you actually brought to them, the difference you made, the energy you held in that space. There is no more confusion anymore, there's just truth. And that truth is you were someone who was, again, I'm going to say this, very skilled, balanced, fair, supportive, and someone who really contributed more than they may have been fully recognised with that Ace of Pentacles reversed at the time. So yeah, this it doesn't feel like this, you know, information of exposed secrets coming out. It doesn't feel like drama in that way, but it does feel like truth being realised in hindsight. There may have been this, you know, confusion at the time, sorry, or things not being fully seen clearly, but now with this distance and everything is becoming a little bit more understood, and what's being understood is your contribution, my darling, what you brought into that space, your effort, your consistency, your support, your presence is now being seen more clearly than it actually was when you was there, my darling. It's so fucked up, isn't it? So yeah, I feel that the energy really is to, whilst that's the past, the energy is more than anything to keep following your own path, my darling, because whether you're still connected to the situation or you have fully moved on from it, your energy is actually now moving forward. You're not stuck in this space anymore. You're actually building something new, something more aligned as well with you, my darling, and something where your value will be actually seen more clearly in real time, you know, not in hindsight. So yeah, what once I feel, you know, wasn't fully understood about you now is actually becoming part of the reason you're also moving forward into something better aligned as well. So it's kind of, this is actually working in your favour more now with you not being in that environment. So yeah, well done for all your contribution and your kindness. And keep working on what you're wanting to work on, my darling. Have a good day. Bye.